Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Time now for game number 2 of RRQ versus Nvidia ACES. Game 1, pretty one-sided affair as Nvidia ACES took it with a nice little Drow Aura strat. And it's game 2 now, and, well, it won't be the Drow Ranger. We're going to get Avenged Medusa, and before we get too far into this draft, introduce my co-caster, none other than Mr. Chanlit Bin. How you doing, WinteR? Hello. Okay, I won't get. I can introduce him, but he won't. He won't come out of his little rock right now. He's stuck in his little turtle shell. WinteR, if you're hearing me, you need to unmute your microphone.
Yeah, sorry, I muted. I'm good, Mr. Derek Fucker.
That's good. That's good to hear. Glad you could come join us today. It's good to get you back on the mic, and we got game 2. Nvidia ACES looking pretty strong right now.
They have Medusa Avenge. Oh my god. Long game or 5-man. Medusa can be played 2 ways. Either you go for the long run, like what Big God does, or you go for early 5-man push. Against Troll, sometimes it's not so easy because Troll is very good at fighting early as well. You might want to get a lot more items to actually combat the Troll better later on the game.
Yeah, we'll see. I guess it depends a bit how the rest of the draft may unravel. There is some potential for an early 5-man. Venge can amplify the Medusa's damage a bit and just gives you that kind of strong aura and wave a Terra to play around too. But
it's interesting though as well. They actually ban out the Phantom Lancer.
Yeah,
Diffuser carrier against the Medusa.
What do you think about Phantom Lancer in general? Is this hero competitively viable, or?
I think so. It should be viable. Otherwise, a lot of people wouldn't be saying that it's actually good, because they change a lot of the hero, so a lot of people are actually not familiar, but people have ideas about how to run it on off lane, safe lane, and stuff like that. He's still very scary later into the game, and quite survivable, I would say, early game, because of the change.
Okay.
His blinking spell is actually very, very good.
That's the thing. I could even see this hero becoming an offlaner rather than like a carry now, just based on his skill set.
Just wait for when is VG gonna play? Next official. Just wait for that. Just wait for them to play.
No one knows, WinteR. No one knows. China's doing China things right now. They're on holidays.
They're probably gonna play at the summit.
Yeah. Well, they're direct invites, so that won't be until the main event,
which is in May.
Yeah. So surely they'll play a match before May. You would think. It's probably in Vici Gaming's interest to play a match before May. But
you will see by then whether they are definitely gonna run it, but it depends how they run it is the most important thing. They gonna run it more or less, I think, off lane, but it's interesting to see how he actually plays it. He has his own. He's a very good Phantom Lancer player from the Dota 1 days. He knows the hero very well.
Well, it's a very different hero. He's no longer there's less. It's less about like we've got this big split pushing illusion army. Like your illusions don't last very long anymore. But
it's a fighting hero now.
yeah. I mean, his skill set's great for the offlane. You've got like a blink escape. Your Phantom Rush spell is great, like for ranged offlane, ranged supports who start just poking at you, and you don't get kited as badly by ranged heroes. So his skill set's pretty nice for an offlaner, I feel like, and just his general like stats and tankiness is pretty solid as well. But we'll see. I feel like the hero could make a good offlaner.
Yeah, I'm taking a look at the stats, how much HP and stuff he has at L1. Because usually those are the important things to determine how well you can actually do it in the offlane. He has 21 strength, 29 agility, 4 base armor. It's actually decent. Yeah, he could actually be quite decent in the offlane. I think because of the second spell, more or less, instead of his stats, it's very easy for him to survive. But Nvidia are gonna go for Phoenix plus Medusa this game.
Ooh.
The super combo with the bench to support the Medusa as well. This Medusa is gonna be the king, or actually the queen.
Oh yeah, and that makes me think they do want to maybe 5-man a bit more in the mid game, because super late game Phoenix, one of those heroes who does fall off a bit. There's even a troll as far as having the ultimate, the attack speed to help bring down a supernova.
It depends whether you play it as a support though. If you play it as a support, then you don't really mind the falling off part too much. But yeah, obviously as a core against the attack speed of Bellatrons, then you would feel maybe sometimes useless in a team fight. But it really depends on how you play the hero. I still think even you talk about attack speed being a counter towards the egg, the supernova, but at the same time, it's going to be, a lot of it is going to be relying on the player, how he positions himself and stuff like that. So it's not the end of the world against attack speed hero like Troll.
Well, it's going to be RRQ this time with the Invoker, probably Don Juan's hero for the mid lane, and we'll see how things unravel for the next couple of picks here. Nvidia ACES. They banned out the Drow as well as the Beastmaster. Some of those aura-based heroes that could go quite nicely with a Troll, especially on that dire side when you're looking to take advantage of Roshan. And
they need a tempo control right now. Remaining ones that are good against Medusa. Clockwork, not very good against Medusa. You can go for Tide with the super team fight. You have team fight plus against the Phoenix and Medusa, but Medusa is still really good against fighting those sort of lineups, those heavy team fight lineups. So Nyx Assassin would be the next one. And next one that pops into my mind, Nyx plus Invoker, so you actually render the mana shield useless. So maybe that will be one of the options that I go for. It's good against Zeus as well. But I'm not sure if I actually seen this team on the Nyx offlane in my memory that much.
And Zeus for Nvidia Aces, they've got that's kind of the damage output they were somewhat lacking, I guess, because Medusa takes a while before you start doing a whole lot of damage in fights. Phoenix, good control and just a lot of utility in a fight, but not an insane amount of actual single target killing potential.
With the Zeus pickup, it feels the Phoenix will be demoted to the support position. Maybe there's a chance of it happening, so you can actually have more versatility in your course instead of actually just running Zeus, Phoenix, and Medusa. You can actually be more. Maybe you pick something, a core that can actually go for tankiness for the Medusa as well.
Yeah. They don't really have that good kind of frontliner as far as tankiness goes. Even initiation goes, they're somewhat lacking right now. So. Yeah,
I think they need something like a tanky hero that can start and control fight. So the Zeus and Phoenix would just come in the mid fight and just deal as much damage as possible during fights. Spell damage, obviously, and Medusa would do the right click damage.
Alright, well, RRQ, we'll see what they have in mind as far as their fourth pick goes. Silencer gets picked up. There's your Phoenix counter.
Phoenix counter, but it's at the end of the day, if you run it as a support, you don't really mind it that much. Because Silencer wrecks the Phoenix in the lane if you're actually sending the Phoenix to the lane. So, and they actually pick Phoenix without banning the Silencer, so it's more suggestive that it's actually going to be a support Phoenix instead of a core Phoenix.
That's where they may last pick something like a Clockwork or whatever it may be.
Clockwork possible, good against the Silencer obviously, and you can actually get levels, and it's good control, teamfight control for the Phoenix and Zeus to do damage, so could be an option, but I'm actually personally liking the Tide Hunter here more. Okay, they're actually banning the Tide Hunter.
Ban themselves. Yeah, right.
Yeah, they're worried Rex Regum having the Tide Hunter as well, which I talked about before. So they have Tide plus Silencer, ultimate, so big team fight against Medusa and Phoenix. They don't want Rex Regum to have that, so I mean, understandable as well. So maybe they are going to go for the Clockwork to have that superior initiation from far range, so Zeus and Phoenix will do damage.
Well, we'll see what they have in store for us. RRQ, one more ban. Gonna be on the Faceless Void. That's another potential offlaner, which could have been a nice little setup for some of this damage, and just another big teamfight control spell, which could complement things quite nicely.
They have only 25. Is that their reserve time? 25 seconds is their reserve time, right? Yeah, they don't have much time.
Reserve time even less. They're down to, well, one team is 5 seconds, the other is 8.
Yeah, so they don't have actually much time. 20 seconds more or less to decide on the last.
They're going to think and think fast. It's going to be the PA. Okay. Offlane.
So Zeus, offlane Zeus. Okay. Offlane Zeus and PA. So they're going to go for, I mean, he's not exactly initiating core, but it's still a very good way of starting fights and evasion against Troll, forcing Troll to go for. You don't want to go for MKB as Troll most of the time, because you want to go for the best, one of the best item builds, which is to get stats, Skadi, SMI, lifesteal. So you're extremely strong. So forcing the Troll to stop for MKB definitely something the Troll doesn't want to, but he's gonna probably be forced to do it this game. It's the PA.
At the same time, PA also needs to do MKB, I guess, but PA much happier about that because you want to go for more just pure damage on a PA in general, I guess.
I mean, I think getting a MKB on PA is not so important. So since you go BKB and you just play in, you don't get affected by the blind.
Okay.
Anyway,
Last pick on
so
a Storm
go
Spirit
for-
here. Invoker going to be going offlane, it looks like.
how about aggressive tri lane with the troll? Seems strong. The lane is pretty strong.
Line, Silencer, and
or-
Troll.
Yeah, or you do some sort of dual lane, I think. Please, no storm off lane. Space.
It's going to be Donjuan on
Gonna-
the Troll, it looks like. Maybe
He
even...
was the mid player, right?
Yeah, and typically known for being the mid player, so... Well, at least unless they
And-
do some swaps.
Storm was the safe lane player. So look at the heroes right now. It's Invoker, off lane, safe lane, Storm, and mid troll.
Yes. I'm not sure how you want to do things here for RRQ. They've definitely got many... I mean, all three of these heroes can go mid. They can all, in theory...
I think they can
lane.
definitely contest if they want to contest with the Lion and Silencer, or even just do something like a dual lane. Since the opponent, like ACES supports, aren't really that strong, they are very good with levels, Bench and Zeus. So you want to do something to slow them down or punish them or get some good trades of your own.
Oh,
And they have supports that are really good in the lane.
Looks like they will be going for that kind of same player laning combination as last time. Donjuan on the mid lane on the Troll. XOT going off lane on the Invoker. So probably see a Quaswex Invoker from him, and then defensive tri lane, but with a Storm Spirit being played by Please Don't Judge. Okay. Interesting things here. ACES will be running that offlane Zeus we mentioned, putting Phoenix onto a support. So this is where you don't mind going late game. Your Phoenix has support being countered by a Silencer, and even falling off isn't as big a deal because you're not running him as a core hero right now.
And to confirm something that you said just now, just look at one of the FEGs. This FEG, the Phoenix FEG, then you know who's the married one. You are actually right. He's the married.
Where is
You're
his
right.
effigy at? I can't
Yeah.
find it. Oh,
The
I'm on the wrong
Phoenix.
team. Oh, the Phoenix. I was looking at the Phoenix team. Oh, My Heart for You. Ah, yeah. I was just clicking that.
Never ending love, Nadia Chan. That's his wife.
Okay. Huh. How sweet. How very, very sweet.
They're actually gonna send the PA mid instead of the Medusa. So Medusa's gonna go safe lane with the Phoenix and Zeus support. Sorry, Phoenix and Bench supporting, and PA against Troll though. I didn't expect that. I thought they would actually send the Medusa, since Medusa would actually do much better.
Yeah, well...
But at the same time, having this lane, PA versus Troll, it actually opens up more opportunities to gank instead of the Medusa, if you want to gank the Troll earlier.
Zeus unlikely to have much fun in the off lane though, so we'll see what the supports can do, where they're going to be applying pressure. Mid lane, Troll getting aggressive early.
Yeah, this is a tough lane for the PA. Really
Yeah.
tough lane. He went for the blur at level 1 as well, so it's not gonna
He
be...
already got bashed once. If he gets bashed again, this
Oh
is
my
just going to be an early
God.
kill here. Goes slow. This is
That's
going to
it.
be first blood. One more right click. Ooh!
Wow.
5 HP. Poor man's shield just enough here. Donjuan says, how many times am I going to have to throw right clicks to get this kill? And this PA in all sorts of trouble in the mid lane. Lucky to have not given up first blood, perhaps. I mean, I guess it wasn't... It's a poor man's shield, so you do have the 100% block, but... Oh, man.
Poor Manchu versus poor Manchu battle, and bottom lane Invoker gonna get Icarus dive by the Phoenix. Looks like he's
Looked like
dead.
first blood was happening in the mid lane. Happens at bottom lane. As there we go. Dirt2 sounds back for you guys on the stream. Do apologize about that, but first blood has been claimed. Invoker. Both offlaners here are offlaners who are going to struggle to get XP and farm. Your Zeus at the offlane is going to get zoned out heavily. Invoker, similar story. Has at least got level 2 now, but he's likely to struggle to get much more than that.
It's still like the same story as the last game. He was playing so risky. He likes to play so risky. He tried to steal last hits when the supports were pulling, and he paid with his life there. Gonna get the 2-minute rune, hopefully something useful for him.
Well, Phoenix has actually gone in with a dive and being very aggressive here on the Invoker.
He's gonna do chip damage to the Invoker, but with the Quas, he doesn't really care that much.
Phoenix, much harder for him as far as that regen goes. Line and Silencer looking to kind of flank around up top. There was a Radiant Observer Ward scouting this one out. Aces, Misa well aware of this, but he's kind of trapped in the trees here. Remnant going to be used to get some vision here, and uh-oh. You in trouble, Misa. Misa dead. And a kill going back the other way. Offlaners just in struggle city here. Similar story to game 1. It's both offlaners looking to be in for a rough time against the teams with the defensive tri lanes.
Invoker so far almost level 3. Zeus is still level 1 closing to level 2. So Invoker actually got a lot more, but it was maybe expected that because RRQ has the more superior supports in the lane, Lion and Silencer. ACES has Bench and Phoenix. Not so strong in the lane, decent killing power, so Invoker is able to get a lot more experience in that regard.
We'll see one of our earlier rotations here. Venge moving towards mid lane, has got boots up and maybe looking to help out the PA a bit against the Troll, but this is just not really here you can go for kills against. Troll is a bit low in mana, but does have 1 Whirling Axes available, and also now picks up the bottle. We'll be able to regen that back up, and 4-minute rune coming soon. At this point, ACES are going to want to try to deny those runes from this Troll, who's going to otherwise have a very good time in this mid lane.
They need to try to kill him, maybe even, with the Venge or something.
And Zeus has kind of been coming in a little bit. Zeus up to level 2 at least now. 4-minute rune en route. And, well, RRQ once again, we bring in their supports from up top here. We'll see them look to contest this one, but will they RRQ take this fight? It looks like they're going to bring in the Troll and everything here. PA gets the rune here. The counter gate comes in. Here comes the Zeus onto Phoenix here. A couple more right clicks going to be enough. The arc line, it gets 1 second. It's going to be the silencer. And this is not the fight RRQ are hoping to take here. And Troll maybe in trouble as well. Phoenix goes in with a dive, hits him with the slow, and PA bottling up. Going to be able to get a 3rd kill, most likely. The magic stick was used. Yabba yow. Going to go down. 3-0 trade at the top rune.
That was a really good play by ACES. They recognize they have the stronger, with the wards on the cliff, they recognize they have the stronger lineup. The Zeus did so much damage with Arc and Static Field at level 2.
Just level 1 Arc, such a good, valuable, cost-effective spell.
That was the most damage done by a hero at level 2, I think, that fight. He did so much damage. I won them the fight. They even got a kill, like we mentioned, on the Troll, which was really important since PA wasn't having a good time in the lane.
Yep. PA gonna get the other rune as well down bottom, and bounty rune goes his way, so all of a sudden ACES back where they want to be. Did cost them both support, so Invoker meanwhile in the offlane has got level 4.5, will be hitting level 5 shortly, so compared to the Zeus, Invoker's still getting a lot more experience right now, but I'm sure ACES will be pretty happy with that exchange considering all those kills they just got.
They're playing this Invoker like a Nyx assassin, just to mana burn offlane and some sort of stun and lockdown, which is, I think this game he would be able to be, there's potential for the Invoker offlane to do a lot against their lineup. Let's see what first item is gonna go. Probably maybe a 4-star or something along those lines. But Medusa went for a Midas, which we don't see so much on the core Medusa.
Yeah, this is
his Midas is like the his Midas is like the Yasha or lifesteal item, something like that. So you generally don't see it on a Midas.
You could get so early. With the first Midas blood, he's got it 5.5 minutes in, is pretty damn fast. See Invoker get hit by the Mystic Snake. He needs to be careful because Venge is nearby looking for that stun initiation, and Invoker has Ghost Walk already leveled up, so should just be able to instantly Ghost Walk and get out of this one. No detection, and can even disjoint the stun using that Ghost Walk.
In top lane, we see RRQ trying to push the tower. They have level 6 on the Storm with a Soul Ring.
This Zeus needs to be careful here. I guess a bit reluctant to jump because of a TP from someone like Avenge could happen here, but Storm could easily just look to ball lightning in past the tower and get this kill. And already Phoenix is sitting behind, so there's a Phoenix here and Avenge TP, and this is where ACES are aware the Storm's level 6 and looking to kind of at least position enough heroes so they can turn it around should Storm go for any kind of a dive.
It's risky if they try and dive with the Storm. Storm doesn't have a lot of HP. No.
It doesn't seem the plan here. Lion's off stacking in the jungle. Phoenix getting what he can as far as efficiency going for his cause, and that's not looking like we'll see a dive. I think the Observer may have even... Yeah, it's scattered out the Phoenix here. So they know Phoenix is top. They don't really know where Venge is right now, and Venge actually in a kind of sneaky position down here at this bottom tier 1 tower. Will come out, but it's going to be the tier 1 tower now taking a bit of chip damage here with the Bassi online for the Medusa. Lion showing up bottom lane. It's just level 3 though, and this is unlikely to amount to too much with these two heroes.
They might actually be able to get a kill though. They need 3 spells from the Invoker. He has Phase Boots. If they can burn the mana of the Medusa.
Medusa also has Phase Boots now.
Like the thing is, if she hits the tower and gets caught by Tornado, there's always the potential threat of a +1 hitting in. So they can actually kill the Medusa if she's not careful. And going for the Midas,
so.
yeah, going for the Midas means she's a lot more vulnerable compared to having a Yasha or like a Bracer or something like an Aquila completed. He doesn't have those items because he went for Midas.
Let the stacks begin. Medusa stacks the small camp. Venge actually missing the stacks on the big and medium camp, unfortunately, but looks like both teams going to look to secure their farm, secure their late game to some extent. Look at some of the key hero levels here. The Dire support's kind of the one struggling the most. Lion still just level 3. Silencer has hit level 4 at least, and that's a similar story for your Zeus, who actually is quite under-leveled compared to your offlane Invoker. So Zeus at top, Soul Ring, 500 gold, probably going to just pick up some boots as soon as he can, and now starting to get some XP. Gets up to level 5, so at least on track to be hitting a decent timing on his level 6.
I mean, it's expected though against this lane. He's gonna still be, I think, extremely useful for his team. He can start the fight with the Wrath, and PA can choose a target to jump in. So I think he's still gonna be doing a lot in the fights, even though he has a very hard lane.
Troll at mid, still at least last hitting and farming pretty decently, although isn't really, well, is just flat out not owning the PA anymore. PA actually the one who's getting very aggressive here. 10 stick charges in full bottle here, so Don Juan should be okay, even low HP right now, as PA going for Treads, Bracer. May see some drums, but often you even see just that casual Bracer come out as well.
Yeah, the ganks helping the PA immensely. Like, having the PA mid and getting the ganks up was really crucial. So he can actually be bullying the troll like he is right now. Even though he has less CS, but he's a lot more stronger because he got 2 kills.
Yeah, and Troll going for Phase Boots has like sub 800 HP, so these Stifling Daggers damage add up, especially if you get a crit every now and then. This is something that the Troll has to be very wary of in lane. He has these 10 stick charges. We'll pop them now for a bit of extra heal, and bottom lane, here we go. Lion trying to poke his head in, but doesn't find too much here. Storm's the one who you kind of need to be TPing in if you want to try and make something happen, either in the mid lane on the PA or bottom lane onto Medusa.
Like a lot of teams would actually play this differently. Right now, they have the Storm jungle and the Lion taking over the lane. Silencer will be pulling somewhere, and the supports just hold TPs, and Storm will be always off the map.
Yeah. Do you think that's how they should be doing this right now, or is it okay that they're...
It depends though, because if they're doing what they're doing right now is they want to give the Storm more farm, which is also not a wrong thing to do. So when he actually starts to move around and gank, he's stronger. I mean, teams just have different preferences.
Whoa, Medusa taking a lot of damage at bottom lane. That Tornado EMP and a Cold Snap coming out. That Phase Boots Invoker. Whoa.
This is the issue going for the Midas. You're very weak on the Medusa. That's why you rarely see this item on the field like this one.
And that was just your Invoker, it looked like, doing that damage. Your Invoker going behind enemy lines here around the tier 2 bottom tower, trying to finish off the kill, but Medusa did TP home. So we'll walk back to lane here and won't find the kill, unfortunately, but some nice aggression coming out from your Invoker. Not afraid to go in here. Storm going to ball lightning in at top. Tries to find the Phoenix, who does dive out before he can get hit here. This Phoenix is trying to leech his way to a level 6 right now, is his next priority. Now that it looks like Zeus is going to just go off the lane. Actually goes into the jungle here to take some stacks. Not known for his jungling capabilities, Zeus, but actually not too bad at it.
It's going to give him his level 6, very useful for his team, and Phoenix needs the levels as well to get... This game is going to be a lot usage on the Sunray for the Medusa in the team fight. It's keeping her alive, so Phoenix definitely needs a lot of points in her Sunray after the Fire Spirits.
Storm at top, 1800 gold. Accidentally used and cancelled his TP. I don't know, I think he maybe misclicked it when he meant to use his Soul Ring or something, I'm not sure, but puts his TP on cooldown. Small little mistake, but not the end of the world for him.
He's 1.8k gold. Still hasn't bought anything, maybe suggesting that he's not sure what he wants to go for yet.
Yeah.
Bloodstone seems like a very safe and solid choice, but you want to have Orchid so you can solo kill the Phoenix, obviously.
If you can get to the Phoenix, that's always going to be nice, but Phoenix has so far been kind of well hidden and protected in these fights. You don't have good
Yeah,
ways of actually finding the Phoenix.
It's still like a good threat to have though, so the enemy can't play so far up since you have the Orchid. But if you have Bloodstone, obviously the enemy team won't be so afraid.
It feels like with Silencer and with like a Lion with a Blink Hex, maybe they won't prioritize the Disable as much. Top lane, they've gone on the Zeus, and Silencer Storm will secure that kill. Being a bit too aggressive this time around.
Happy +2 intelligence. There was like a Phoenix sitting behind him, but the global was used, so he could have no contribution in that gank there. Nothing that he could do. But that was just a Zeus kill, wasn't the biggest loss for them. And maybe they can use the time right now to get something done.
Medusa is really far ahead of everyone, by the way. 7k net worth. The next highest, I mean, on the dire side, you're looking at 5.1 on Storm, 5.4 on Troll. This Medusa is skyrocketing to the top right now.
Yeah, it's without taking towers even. The minus is obviously paying off right now, but I still think that it was very risky to go minus.
Oh yeah, I mean even right now, you look at this Medusa, 700 HP, only 2 points in the mana shield, gets a 3rd point in split shot. This Medusa is food.
Oh my god, he's almost dead.
He got the Stone Gaze off though. He may actually turn this one around. He's going to walk past the Invoker, going to turn this one XOT. Oh, if that EMP hit before the Stone Gaze, that could have gone the other way, but...
It's still very ambitious to run in and kill though. I think at his position, you get the Tornado EMP harass off. I mean, you're more than happy for that, but we've seen in the past game and this game as well, XOT is he's trying to do a lot for his team all the time. He's taking a lot of risks.
He's trying to be the big playmaker, but sometimes you just gotta accept you're just a humble offlaner and there's only so much you can do in one game. Well...
Yeah, you have to take the appropriate risks, I have to say. I mean, taking risks is not wrong as well as offering. It's just when you choose to take it.
Yeah. Well, this Medusa, now even more farm. Suddenly up to 8k net worth, as if 7k wasn't enough. Troll is kind of doing okay as far as his farm goes. Has picked up a Yasha into an Ogre Club, so could well see just a Sanjin Yasha being picked up shortly.
He's going into a Bloodstone for the Storm, so he's not going to go for the Orchid. He's going to be going for the more stable, more farm-oriented build. I mean, it's still a good choice here. If you are preparing to go into late game against the Medusa and the PA, you want to make sure your Storm is going into the late game strong. A lot of items, a lot of Bloodstone charges, a lot of mana.
He's got the global on his side, and the only lockdown is Avenge Stun, which he can just use the extra mana to kind of spam ball lightning and kill someone like Avenge without getting hit by the stun or to dodge the projectile. So lockdown for ACES is somewhat limited as far as handling a Storm Spirit, which is where, as a last pick, this was a hero that I don't know if Nvidia ACES were really expecting, considering their opponents already had the Invoker.
Yeah, definitely. They're going to smoke up right here. They're going to find Lion, so it's going to be a fairly straightforward kill. Oh, the Silence
comes out. Finger as well. They're going to bring down the Zeus to start things off. Yep, Storm gets one, and looking for a second here. The Venge going to just go all in for this kill. The Storm, though, going to die to the PA. Venge wants one last time, won't get a chance to use it as PA gets EMP, does not get off the Stifling Dagger, has bottle charges, needs to use them soon as Phoenix Supernova has been used and proc. Dive's going to come out in a second.
They should have won that fight, though. They're still going to be able to win, I think.
Yeah, they're going back in here. The Sunray even coming out as well. PA needs one more dagger here. Can he get the Invoker? Oh, not enough. 3 HP. The Storm's back. He's back with a vengeance. He bought back for this. Oh, it's a double kill. Well worth the buyback in the end there. Storm Spirit picks up 2. Zeus going to ultimate. And, well, gets the Invoker as well. Silencer dying at bottom lane. Medusa. Oh my, Medusa gets a tower and a kill. You know, as the fight at top went pretty well for RRQ, but what happened bottom lane is just a disaster.
They could have massacred the fight though. The Phoenix, he didn't stop for the Supernova in the middle of the fight.
Yeah.
Instead, he Supernova when he returned to the original position. He could have had a devastating.
I didn't actually see the Supernova. I just saw it was on cooldown. I'm like,
it was here. Can you see my X?
Yeah. But the fight was much further up.
Yeah, he dived like here into here. 3 heroes. He got his fire spirits off. He landed the Supernova here. They would have wrecked the fight.
Man, well, that's a bit unfortunate for ACES. Yeah, it looked like a fight that could have gone better. The PA though, losing all the mana there, and did have some bottle charges to play around. I feel like if PA had a magic stick there, things could have been very different as well for some burst mana regen or.
Yeah, definitely. He actually wants to keep the quelling bait. Well, I'm not sure though. Like, if you're going for the drums Yasha fighting build, a wand would be really good.
Yeah. Especially just against Invoker. Like, in that fight there, you can't bottle up when you're taking damage, so he was just completely mana depleted when all he needed was like a Stifling Dagger Blink Strike to get 1 or 2 more. Like he could have got, I think, 2 kills out of that just if he had mana, but his lack of mana really gave him issues there.
Yeah, Medusa's gonna complete his, already completed her Manta Star, and 10k net worth at 16-17 minutes is very, very good for a carry. It's very, very good. It's a dream start.
Yep. Well, this mid-tier 1 tower looking like it may be going down here soon. Mentioned the fine build for Pierre. That includes a Yasha now picked up as well. And Vulcan nearby has the Tornado EMP at the ready here. Phoenix can go diving in, gets silenced up, and that's going to be the death of your Phoenix, but just to support, though. That's the one thing to always remember here. Storm going to go Ball Lightning, catches out the Zeus with the Vortex, and Zeus going to be the secondary kill. Gets off a ultimate, but not enough damage to bring down the Troll here. Next on line is the PA. Gets fingered here, gets hexed up as well. Can he get a blink out? Doesn't look like it. Oh, turns for a Stifling Dagger. Won't actually get off, and Storm's found another. He's got a Remnant slow in a second here with the Cold Snap help. This may be a kill here, holding onto his mana. For now, has a Soul Ring. Can he get the kill? Ball Lightning a bit further. The Tornado going to miss, though. Now Venge going to turn. Actually dies to the last word. Medusa shows up to the party. As he's lost 3 teammates and trying to get something in return here. Going to chase forward here. The Phoenix hits the Sunray for now, and the Silencer going to lose vision for a little bit here. Medusa needs 1 or 2 more right clicks, and it looks like, yep, will burn down. Phoenix credited the kill. ACES not getting the best team fights right now. Their mobility on the RRQ side and that using that global silencer, pretty good effect.
Yeah, Medusa has Manta to solve that problem already. It's gonna get hit by, it's gonna lose all her mana. Phoenix immediately. I don't want to be part of that mana, but see.
Well, refreshes the spells here. This could even secure this mid-tier 1 tower here, as XOT has to be played way back, yeah.
It feels like a very good X-Scepter game for the Phoenix. She's gonna be able to... Wow. Solo kill on the Zeus.
Just haste rune things.
As for rune.
Yeah. Well, what were you saying? Sorry, I interrupted you.
No, it's fine. I was just talking about probably it might be a good X-Scepter game. It's very rarely you say that for Phoenix.
Yeah, you can with a Medusa, one of the better heroes, and especially a Medusa who's going to have mana being continuously burned down by an EMP.
Yeah, you can just use it like casually to just refresh like a huge mana pool.
Yeah. We'll see Medusa now pick up an ulti ult, just looking to start building into some stats here and get to a point where you have a much bigger mana pool to play around. So probably see a Skadi off of this.
Skadi. I feel like this game it's important to get a BKB on Medusa against the mana burn. There's a mana drain from Lion and EMP from Evoker. Not sure though. Feels like a BKB would be very helpful. He can still get it later. Here comes the Storm.
They're going on the Medusa here. The silence comes out here. No mana for a Stone Gaze now, and Fox will go down. The EMP not even needed here. They're going to go in for more here. Storm's very low on mana though himself, and without a Supernova is pretty safe for the time being. Sunray going to come out with some Zeus nukes, and well, Bloodstone Suicide. 3 for 2 trade with the Suicide there, and not a good fight for RRQ in the end. The PA doing a lot of damage off to the side. Getting himself 2 of those, well, all 2 of the kills that ACES actually got that fight.
You know, they need to be very careful when they dive without BKB against the Zeus. They went in and the Zeus did so much damage.
Say hello to my coup de grace.
Coup de grace.
Storm goes in, and PA just going to man up and fight here. Says, okay, Storm, we can tango. Tornado going to hit here. Has not much left in the tank though, and down goes your PA. Storm picking up some Bloodstone charges once more. Did already die once after having the big 10 charges, which is where you kind of want to try and snowball and pick up a lot of Bloodstone charges, but immediately at least makes up for it to some extent.
You know something about Storm, like some players when they actually sacrifice the Soul Ring after completing the Bloodstone, they actually still go back for another Soul Ring.
Yeah.
Just because Soul Ring is very good on Storm. I've seen a lot of competitive players actually do that because it's so good on the hero.
It's kind of the same with like a Tinker as well. You often see Tinker players do that.
Yeah. You want to have the Soul Ring on you all the time.
Yeah.
Even after using it for the Bloodstone. It's just something interesting about the hero.
13 kills to 14. Quick pause will come out here. There's a bit of lag, unfortunately, plaguing some of the players, but Things
gonna
here
go
in game 2 are a lot closer than game 1. It is still an ACES advantage.
late game. It's gonna go very late game, and late game with Medusa, Phoenix, and PA. But at the same time, don't
Storm
count
Spirit,
RRQ out.
man.
Yeah, Storm Spirit and Silencer with potential. If you can get a refresher on the support Silencer, he's a huge problem in the late game scenario. When
Yeah.
BKB is 5 seconds, you kind of don't have much ways to deal with him if you don't have a Manta.
As far as lockdown for the Storm goes, like I feel like the only option is like a PA Abyssal Blade, like a BKB Abyssal Blade for your PA, but that's obviously much further down the lines.
I think another way is you get a side of Twice on Zeus, but you generally don't want to build that on Zeus because he just excels at dealing damage with his items, mobility plus damage. So getting a side of Twice would greatly hinder the Zeus mobility and damage in fight. But
the other problem is Zeus will just get jumped. Like Storm will just jump onto the Zeus.
Yeah, at some point you're gonna have to deal with the Storm. You need to get a side of Wise or Abyssal. Abyssal is gonna be very long time coming for the PA because he needs to complete. I think BKB first before he goes for the Abyssal. So you're talking about maybe 40 minutes into the game before he gets his Abyssal. Unless he gets a lot of kills, that will speed the Abyssal up. But lockdown for the Storm, I feel it's gonna come very late for ACES.
Yep. Well, we'll see how things progress here, and while they may not have lockdown for the Storm, if Storm has to use too much mana to fight, I mean, he is still limited in how much damage he can do.
Yeah, but that's up to how he controls his mana, so not reliable if you want to kill him.
Oh, looks like Storm considering going in here. Global Silence could allow him to go on this Phoenix if he wants to, but if he sees the PA, I think he'll be even less inclined to do so. Doesn't actually get vision here, and PA walk into him. Storm, I think this backs off here. Yeah,
it's way too dangerous for him. His team is not far off, but it's still dangerous for him. They just want to get a tier 1 at top control right now. Secure more map control, and again Roshan very much open for RRQ, having the troll on their side. Getting the Aegis on the Storm, very crucial.
Yeah, getting an Aegis and 1800 gold probably gonna, I imagine, goes back for the Orchid now. I feel like Orchid's still very good. It gives you some just good damage and attack speed, and more importantly, the silence to go on a Phoenix, even going like a PA or someone. I guess PA is gonna be. Well, PA got a Sanjin Yasha. What? I don't know about that.
Oh, I'm not sure, but he's still gonna go back for PKB.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still a nice item on PA. At the end of the day, you get H3 and the MAME, but I'm not sure how badly you need the MAME compared to the BKB.
Yeah,
so,
it feels like there's so many big items that he's going to need this game that it's like 2k gold that he didn't need to use.
If he can actually allow him to get extra kills with the Sanjin Yasha, then it will be a different story, but it's still something very iffy. If it doesn't happen, your BKB will be slowed by a lot.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you are talking about the Orchid on the Storm before this, but feels like it's already 25 minutes in. Is he going to go for... I think he's going for Hex.
Yeah,
I think going for Hex is better. Removes the evasion from PA, which is much more useful for his team.
Yeah, especially if the PA is going BKB, you can catch the PA before the BKB gets used potentially.
Here comes the fight at top.
Yeah, fight is brewing here. PA gonna go marching forward. Has 1700 HP. It's a very tanky PA with the Sanjin Yasha and Ogre Club now picked up, and the drums on top of that. And Skadi. This is the timing for ACES. It's the Skadi 5-man Medusa. Comes a bit later than some of the other teams who rushed the Skadi, but this is a Skadi with a Manta, Phase Boots, Midas, Bassi Ring. There's a lot of firepower coming out of Fox right now.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I think it's gonna be up to their coordination, how they jump the Medusa. They need to land their EMP.
Well, they used Tornado already, so this is likely to be a free tier 2 tower.
They need to be very careful of how they use. They need to land EMP plus the mana drain from the Lion on the Medusa with the global silence on. Somehow.
They may just let this T2 card go 10 seconds before a Tornado's available. Oh, there's a glyph though. Even Curse of the Silence attempt to be thrown here. Storm's getting a nice trade mid lane. Already took the tier 1 and working on that tier 2. This top lane will get glyphed up. Medusa, Lucian's going. They're actually going to go in here. The EMP comes into play. Medusa gets silenced here. Where's that mana drain? Phoenix completely saps Medusa dry, and that's a kill. That's a Skadi Medusa going down from full HP and full mana. Well executed. Meanwhile, on the backlines here, Vengeful just trying to fight her way out of things. Well, not really. The PA just said, get me out of here, and goes home. And you kind of mentioned earlier, Medusa, it feels like just needs to go BKB this game. And
I said somehow they need to EMP and mana drain, and they got everything off on the Medusa. Yeah, like you said, Medusa didn't have BKB, means she's just so vulnerable to that.
And even with the BKB, that was a blink hex from Phoenix to initiate. So
Yeah,
potentially even a BKB won't solve all your problems. It just gives you one answer.
Died.
Yeah.
I mean, at least you can actually BKB and stand in the middle of the fight. I think somehow, at some point, you just want to get a BKB against this lineup as Medusa anyway. You don't have much of a choice though, because otherwise you get hit by EMP and mana drain. It just makes the hero so weak.
Yep. Well, alright now, Roshan gonna be claimed here, and that's your Storm Aegis. I assume it's gonna be the Storm. I guess Troll has an item slot as well. Zeus can ultimate scout it out, but you're not stopping this one, as there we go. Storm takes the Aegis, one of the best heroes in the game to get an Aegis on, and at this point, as farmed as your Medusa may be, well, at this you're not looking as farmed as you once were. Troll as well, Storm are kind of just pecking on your heels, and Fox has just been completely hard counted in these team fights.
He just needs a big. I think he just needs. I don't think he should go any other items onto this anymore. Yeah, he's going for BKB. Any other items? I'm thinking what else can he possibly go that will help him more than a BKB. Yeah. I just couldn't think of anything else.
I'm not sure. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, he's going for BKB already. He got the Ogre Cup, so
yeah.
He definitely felt the same way as well.
I guess Lincoln's is like, no, I don't think Lincoln's would be as good, but at least it gives you an answer to the insta hex disable, which is coming.
It's too late already, like for the Lincolns.
No,
it just won't pay off as much anymore. So BKB is just safe, and he needs to rely on being able to make sure that he reacts and doesn't get hexed like by the. Because if he gets hexed and global silent, the bench is not going to save you, and you're just going to die.
And that's if they want to go for a push like that, they just need good vision to kind of scout the line coming in, like some kind of deep observer or whatever it may be.
They need 4-staff though on the bench, I think.
Yeah.
At least if you get hexed, then you can. With the global silence on, like the only way you save the Dusa, or at least give the Dusa a chance of living, is the 4-staff.
Yeah. If Venge can like the other thing is like the insta swap. Obviously global silence will prevent that, but if you see that blink hex, you just immediately swap before the global comes out. Maybe you can save the Medusa.
Difficult, it's very difficult to get off. But yeah, I mean it's about how the Venge is positioned and how well he reacts to the thing. But at the same time, I just feel 4-staff is so important.
You're gonna just give Venge some farm to farm a BKB this game. Maybe that's the plan.
Dude. BKB.
You
see the Lina player? Yeah, he's the Lina player from the last game.
Oh man, he's wishing he was this Lina again. He is in Struggle Town as far as his farm goes. Storm now completed Scythe of Vice. He gets full vision here, sees Fox, and he consider going in. They're going to blink him with the Hex from the line here. The global silence with the mana drain. Uh-oh, there goes your mana on your Medusa. Nice 2 Impel. Finger of Death to follow. There's 2 dead. Looking like a 3rd going to go down as well. Storm's gone onto the high ground here. Going to go for the Zeus here. Gets thrown up into the air. PA just going to get zoned out completely. 3 for nothing trade there.
That fight where you just wish you didn't have Sanjay and Yasha. You would have a BKB and PA could have, I think, at least killed 2 heroes, the 2 supports, the Lion and Silence.
The Lion is a freebie. Silencer as well, feels like.
Yeah, without the BKB, there's nothing you can do in the fight.
Yeah, this San and Yash has been costly. I guess he's a couple hundred away from it. Like he's so close to it now, but these fights are happening sooner than he would like. And well, it's only top lane being breachy. They're going to go in on the PA with the Hex, and uh-oh, no buyback for your Medusa here. PA's still alive. Fairly taking gets swapped backwards. I guess that kind of worked, but nope, Supernova going to go down, and PA dead as well. 4 dead, and looking like we may be headed to a game 3 as RRQ bounce back here. Not over just yet. 10 seconds of Medusa will be respawning, but looking like at least a top tier 3 tower, and probably some racks taken as well, as Zeus Bolt ulti doesn't get the silencer, and he's going to pay for this with his life. Storm as the Aegis, and Diakorea, please. What's going on there?
Wow. 4,000 gold.
It was a Skadi for your troll. Okay. Unfortunate. Died to the...
They still got the racks there.
Died to the tier 2 mid tower. Whoopsie. Still got the racks, and they get out without anything more lost than apart from a Lion, which is...
You know, I remember those days when this happens, you see like a set of items on the ground on the tower.
Yeah. Oh, man. man.
Good, like,
Courier's
if you have
dying
a,
used to be a big deal, you know. Nowadays it's just like, it's a bit of gold. We gotta wait to pick up our item. That's the thing, like, it's just funny when you hear like, oh my gosh, they killed the Courier, he won't have his item for 3 minutes. It's like, it used to be you just lost your item.
you just lost the game.
Yeah.
You can
Going
talk to
3
ZS
minutes without
talk
your
to
BKB
ZSM
is okay.
Yeah, talk to ZSMJ about losing items on Courier.
Yeah, he doesn't care if he has to wait 3 minutes to get his relic, as long as he doesn't have to farm a new one.
Dude, he farmed a new one in 7 minutes.
That was something special. Maybe he wishes it was still the case. He welcomes the challenge to have to farm some more. It's like, oh no, I lost my relic. I guess I gotta keep on farming. Sorry team, I can't help.
7 minutes, he gets another relic and still wins the game.
Yep. That's the trick in your pub games. You just, whatever items you buy, hide them so that it's like, team, sorry, I'm having a tough time in lane. I got to keep on farming. I can't come help. And then you don't have to offer as much to your team as a carry.
Yeah, I would expect those sort of ideas to come from you. Career sniping, hiding items.
Yep. It's the mind games.
Sneaky pub ideas.
Just be like, team, you gotta create more space for me. I'm not farmed enough. Look, where are my items? Please give me support.
You could see how important like the ACES need the boss stuff right now. It's just so necessary. They're not building it even on the Zeus. See Zeus, free Bloodstone charge.
Oh man, it feels like Zeus is just the natural full staff carry as well. Going for this Veil is ultimately not going to do much. Like, sure, it's more damage, but you're not doing damage if you're dying and just losing the fight off of the initiation.
I mean, it's good versus a silencer, but I mean, the U is good versus a silencer, but getting the Veil is just they have Phoenix ulti. They have Phoenix ulti, but the main source of damage is going to be making sure the Medusa survives, and he's going to kill everyone.
Yeah. Their problem isn't lack of damage, it's the survivability aspect right now.
They can't keep people alive, that's the problem. So it's actually, even to a certain extent, I would say, you have to get a Phoenix for stuff, even though you really don't want to do it, but because the bench has no way of farming it, so you want to get the first on Phoenix. It's just how dire the situation is for ACES. They can't keep anyone. That's why there was a saying someone said to me before. You can never go wrong with 4 stuff. You always need 1 or 2 in a game.
Hey, unless you're against like a Rupture or Monolith, then maybe you can go wrong.
Or you're against a Pounce from Slut, so you can never use it.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it doesn't go wrong there, it just doesn't go right. But it's like... Turns out how you look at it. Zeus is going to keep throwing these ultimates, trying to get that scouting information. And at this point, that's what ACES just need. Like, can we farm safely? Let's throw Zeus ulti and find out. They've even scouted out past, like, one smoke gank earlier on this game using it, but ultimately, at some point, they're going to take some chances. Medusa does have the BKB. It looks like they're in a position where they can poke at this tier 2 top tower, but they're going to get the hell out. BKB's, then still not confident even with that.
Yeah, Storm has Shivas now, so it's going to be very useful against the PA and Dusa in the fight, and gives him a lot more survivability. I just feel RRQ, they don't really need to force anything, just wait for the Roshan and just go with the Aegis. Is this the 3rd Rosh? No, 2nd one. Second one. So there won't be a cheese. Otherwise they have Aegis on Trolls, cheese on Storm. I mean, that's basically too much with the global
It's a
side.
fast Roshan respawn as well, just 30 seconds. Died Curry even going to be looking like it's just going to sit over the Roshan pit to scout out the exact timing as well.
Troll's gonna complete the Monkey King bar fairly soon. That would be crucial against the PA. Dusa would just not be able to make the butterfly that usually Dusa wants to go for. Maybe this game you can consider going for Assault Cuirass instead to give you armor and attack speed.
Yeah, that seems reasonable. You see Medusa just get harassed down, Tornado, EMP.
So, this is so annoying.
Yeah. It's constantly worrying. And it's one of those things where it's like, is this just harass, or do I need a BKB because there's about to be like a lion and a storm balling in on me? Because with the hexes there, this Dusa needs to make sure she BKBs before the hexes come out in a fight, generally speaking. So
Yeah, it's very stressful to play against a silencer because you can never get your team to stop you up. That's why you need 4 stuff.
You preach it, man. I'm all about that. Misa completes the Veil and kind of mentioned it doesn't feel like this Veil's can offer too much. Lack of damage is not the problem right now.
It will help the Zeus and Phoenix do damage, but the problem is the cost of high. So.
I guess they're always going on Deuce and P. Generally going on the Deuce to start things off here. The PA, that's the thing. Like that last fight or two where they lost Rax, if PA had, we kind of mentioned a bit, like the PA just needed a BKB there. But now they have to worry about PA killing some of these supports. Someone like a Lion needs a Ghost Scepter, similar story for your Silencer. But they have got Force Staff, so even if they get blinked on, they can Force Staff away. Now, these guys, they know about the importance of Force Staffs here. They're all about the Force Staff life.
Yeah, Force Staff is just a very cool item. Okay, cool is not the right word. It's a very useful item.
Storm at mid. Playing around, toying with ACES. Not really much they can do as far as lock him down. And, well, MKB now en route for Yaba Yao. As it's going to come on the crew, but it looks like they'll be able to push high ground before that even starts to happen. Medusa lower mana. You gotta be careful here. You're gonna lose everything. There's no Stone Gaze. Won't get off the BKB. Gets Hex, and there's a Global Silence as well. This is gonna be a buyback from Medusa if you want to try and hold here. PA BKBs tries to go in. Doesn't really find any good targets. Gets just the Lion so far. That was a buyback from Medusa. Looking to chase and go in here. PA, no more BKB. Will get hit by the Deathling Blast. BKB from your Troll Warlord, and it looks like the chase is on, but they haven't really got good initiation or lockdown to really do too much off of this.
They got a free buyback, so they're just gonna refill, go back to base, wait for cooldown, and go again.
Yep,
yeah,
they've still got Aegis, they've got the MKB now. Storm has buyback available, they've got everything they need. Just wait for the Lion, wait for the Global, go again.
Yeah, that was a very good instinctive play by the Lion to initiate with the silence, with the Global Silence. That was the move that forced ACES to take the bad fight. That's
and Medusa had 300 mana at the start of the fight, like TP'd back with next to no mana there. That to me just seemed kind of foolish and reckless.
Yeah, it's just those small little things you need to always watch out when you're playing Medusa.
They want to fight while Global's on cooldown, it looks like. This is the first time ACES have done this, and I think this is something they should have maybe done earlier on, which is kind of take it to RRQ when Global's been on cooldown, because Global has been there undoing for the most part.
Yeah, but they don't have any initiating hero, so it's hard for them.
It's 5-man push for the most part. Storm is counter pushing bottom lane, and Storm, in theory, can just get a Rax off of this, unless someone TPs and TPs soon. I mean, Aces are kind of just all ending at the mid lane. The MP will go flying out. They're going to blink in onto the Silencer, bring him down. That's a gem on the deck, and well, a decent start to the fight for now. They're going to bring back the Storm Spirit. He goes in on the Medusa here. Where's that Stone Gaze? No mana! Oh, Medusa, down she goes. The Troll going to bring down the Supernova. Venge gets used up. That's 3 dead. Looking like a 4th, and looking like it's just game over. Zeus will at least TP himself home, but he's not looking like the Lord of Olympus today. Mr. Zeus.
Looking more like a game tree.
Oh, yeah.
It was just too much. They were too far behind already. Not having the force stuff again. They can't save the Medusa. So she just got focused on at a very bad position. The fight was over once the Medusa is dead.
Zeus, top lane, gets off the self-Yules here, but a Remnant will be awaiting. Hex as well, and by Misa. Probably going to see multiple lanes of Rax go down at this point. Battle Trance was used already, and we'll see a Venge and Phoenix respawn here, but Troll still on the high ground, still with Aegis, working away in this tier 3 tower, and as you mentioned, game 3 should be en route here. No GG just yet. It looks like Ace is going to look to force RRQ to finish this one out as far as taking another lane or two of Rax, but both mid lane as well as bottom lane under siege, and still no Medusa for 30 seconds. This is it. One last round. TP coming in here. Uh-oh, insta-hex. Down goes your PA. That's got to be it. GG's called. 77 says, that's it. We're done for. Let's take it to a game 3. That last pick, Storm Spirit, doing a lot of work here, taking advantage of the lack of disables on the Aces side, and well, RRQ, they bounce back.
Yeah, last pick Storm definitely caught them by surprise, and well, they actually invited the Storm pick a lot as well by going for the picks, the PA at the end of the day.
Yeah, the PA as a last pick was a bit surprising as well. I was definitely not anticipating.
We were talking about a front line that has a stun and a disable, so they can start fight. So maybe if they have like like a Centaur, for example, then the Storm would have, it would have been much better for them to kill the Storm, but because they have nothing, so easy game for Storm, you can just zip around the fights.
All right, well, game 2 in the bag. We're taking a break. When we come back, it's game 3, RRQ versus ACES. One of these teams being knocked out of the Summit 3. The other will stay alive, try and get to the main SC8 division. I'm GoDz, joining me as WinteR. Stay tuned.